crazy tonight. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la. La la la. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la.
Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Two news. The first one, someone in the chat said, Beppe, you're a good predictor. Now, because I left the last live telling you that something would have happened because I said it on the 27th of July, on the 11th of August. And I was like, bitter feeling, like I disappointed the community of GJustjuve because nothing happened. And while speaking, I also spoiled it. I said I was 110% sure that today would have been the day where we unveiled the third shirt. I was really, honestly, I closed the live. I was not even thinking about the 2-0. I was feeling bad because I let down the GJustjuve community, telling you something that didn't happen. 30 minutes after we closed, Adidas, Juventus Football Club, a post together. The third shirt has been revealed. So 11th of August was predicted and 11th of August happened. So I'm super happy about that. One. The second thing, the one of the thumbnail. Because today, Acceleration Giuntoli didn't travel to Sweden. He stayed in Italy to go and meet Atalanta Football Club. Or Atalanta, I don't even know. No, it's not Atalanta FC, but I don't know. The Bergamaschi Atalanta Ladea to Cuci. To be a bit more closer, to start melting the ice a bit, to start putting aside all the last week controversies, the works of Gasperini, Atalanta, turn Koopmeiners, also going with una maletta of money this time, with real money, pesotas, cash. And we'll speak about that because Teun Koopmeiners really needed, well, he's there. We'll speak about the game a bit if you want later. We can speak about a lot of other things. The need of Koopmeiners, AAA objective that I always told you here. Look, could we have done without Koopmeiners this Mercato and going for other solutions? Maybe. Because I always thought that more than 45 million were not too much for Koopmeiners, but too much for Juventus to spend up Koopmeiners, my opinion. But if this is the AAA objective, like is written on the thumbnail, then you need to go for it, and you need to believe in him. And you need to go whatever it costs, because after the Todibo affair, we couldn't miss that one. We couldn't, because otherwise, due volte, la faccia. La perdi. You lose the face twice, and this is not okay. So let me say hello to all the people because we have a lot of things to talk about. I am extremely excited. Yes, I know we lost 2-0 against Atletico Madrid. Yes, I know that people are not really in a good mood, but I am in a good mood because calcio d'agosto lo possiamo mettere di lato. We can put the August football aside because now we are entering the real football. From tomorrow, maybe they have a day off, but from Tuesday, c'est la vérité. It's the moment of truth, because then we think only about como. Let me say hello to the people in the chat. Let's start with the very first one that was there. Bogdan Gradisteanu that is saying, Beppe, hook turn Koopmeiners. Hook turn Koopmeiners is there. Hook turn Koopmeiners, again alive. This time we speak about Mercato. This time, Mercato is crazy today. Mercato Mercato is crazy. Ciao Don Valentino. Third live in one day. Ciao Sir Raz. My girlfriend is going to get jealous from seeing Beppe. Yeah, can be. You see how perfect I am. I am sign of perfection. My wife listened to Beppe the whole trip during our holiday. Poor family that you have. I'm really sad for them. Ciao Steve Cano. That was in Sweden. That is still in Sweden. Maybe then he can tell us a bit how it was, the atmosphere, etc. in the stadium of Gothenburg. Ciao Abdul Ramoun. Ciao, it's Chef with an X. Ciao Naruto. Ciao Styler Z, ciao Takishi that is there. I didn't see you earlier today, so ciao Takishi, ciao Sasha, ciao Raffaello Franco, ciao a tutti, ciao Styler Z, ciao fino alla fine. Giuseppe, you're a good predictor. That was the message that I was looking for about the prediction of the 11th of August. We start the day with Jafar, that doing a beautiful, a really beautiful donation from Sweden. Beppe on fire today. Jafar, can you confirm us if yes or no you were at the stadium today? Did you watch the game? Were you present or you watch it from television? Thank you for the donation. Daniel Maurer, new member of the channel. Thank you for the trust. Really we are growing that community. That is just something epic and fantastic. Look at that. 32,531 is the counter to start live with. Let's see how much new Juventini we will reach today. Ciao Mr. Zep, 30 months. You see, new members, but also members that never left that membership. Thank you, Mr. Zep, for 30 months. Really appreciate it. Nini Baranto as well in the chat. I lost his message, but I saw that Nini Baranto was there. Ciao Colo. Which welcome videos will I upload this week? I think that now acceleration on Koop. I need, but wait a bit. The last time it didn't go that well. Wait a bit, Colo. No, because last time I'm not blaming you, but Ciao Nevio that yesterday sent me a message on Telegram in a private way. It was really appreciated. Thank you, Nevo. Ciao Ruslan Petrov, and then another donation, this time from England. Beppe is delivering Mercato news like Prime Pirlo. With the eyes closed. Mamma mia, Pirlo, what a player. Coach, così, but player, one of the best ones. Here, Amadi saying, Colo, please, aspetta, wait. Ciao Salcat, the lucky winner. Lucky, I don't know, but the winner, in a way, from the home shirt of Juventus Football Club. He won it because he participated here on the channel, because he's a member of the channel. I need to wake up at 1 a.m. to purchase the third kit. Will be worth it. Salcat, he told me last time, Beppe, it's already years that I didn't buy a shirt of Juve. For whatever reason, I didn't buy a shirt of Juve. He waited to participate in the contest. He won that shirt, that home shirt at home. He told me, Beppe, it's more beautiful than I was even thinking. And now he's about to buy the other shirt, the third one. Will you want to go to watch the images of the third shirt? We can go and watch them all together tomorrow. It will be available on site. You can already go on the site. You can already watch them, but you can't yet buy it. It will be tomorrow 10 a.m. You see the images here. No, not this one. You see the images here. Alessandro Del Piero, testimonial for a shirt. Who better than him? A legend that is wearing that fantastic, beautiful shirt. We saw the movies as well. If we go to Adidas, Adidas Football Club. Adidas Football. Here we will see probably a bit more close-ups. No, but they are showing us these kinds of images. So where can we see the shirt? Probably on Twitter. I've posted it on Twitter, by the way, on my Twitter. So let's go here. Better served than nobody. It's yourselves. Third shirt. Really beautiful. If I can recommend you, go for the authentic. If you have the possibility financially, because it costs a lot. Of course, we will not deny that. But go for the authentic version of this one. That is extremely beautiful. And then you have the goalkeeper shirt that nobody was able to leak until today. I personally I never watched it, never saw it, never received any leak of that. So this one is a real surprise for me. So third shirt, goalkeeper, third shirt of Juventus Football Club, where you see also that zebra logo referring to the vintage years, that trefoil, not the three stripes, but the trefoil of Adidas. And then you have the Coppa Italia. I am personally hesitant if I buy it tomorrow morning, because there are three things. Or, honestly, or I wait. Or I buy it tomorrow morning without name, pure. Like a virgin. Ba-ba-da-dee-da-da-da. Like a virgin. This shirt is really beautiful, like pure, pure. Or I wait until now, the end of next week, because then the numbers will be official, at least from the players that we already have. So, depending on the number, Douglas Luiz, for example, Kefren Thuram, Bremer, whatever, you can be sure about these players. Kenan Yildiz will be sure the number that he will wear. Or I wait until the end of the Mercato. You never know who will join Juventus Football Club and then make a decision. But I'm hesitant. A pure, great shirt. What is the difference between authentic and not? I don't have here. Maybe I have. I have here an authentic from last year. I have another, but it's the material, it's the details, it's material detail that are totally different. The fit is different. It's really big, huge. It's a big, huge difference between both. I can tell you. Maybe tomorrow I will show you more. And that's one about the third shirt of Juventus Football Club. Can we jump now that we are nearly 350 people to the core of the video? That is Koopmeiners. Look, before today, I told you one thing. I told you we miss the key to unlock our offensive way of playing. We saw it against Brest, we saw it against Nuremberg. We miss. It's not a mystery, that we can speak about it, but on the other side, it's true that in the 3 games that we played, we didn't score an open play goal. We didn't. We miss someone that is that perfect link. What did we learn in these 3 games? We learned something extremely important, according to me, because a lot of people are super negative. I can understand the reactionary, the game, you lose, you didn't score, you were waiting for it. I understand everything. And probably you are also correct. But one of the big things that we learned today is the fact that when we are going towards this way of playing, we saw that Douglas Luiz, Locatelli, our player, and Thuram, by the way, are the players that, especially these two, but also Thuram involved. You see, they are changing position a lot. They are really changing position a lot. So sometimes it's Douglas Luiz that is going there with Thuram that is going up. Sometimes it's going Douglas Luiz that is going there with Locatelli that is going that side and Thuram is going here. Sometimes you have Locatelli that is going the back with Douglas Luiz staying there, Thuram going up. You have a lot of these movements here that we see as a pattern. I told you that especially today I had a really great impression in the 45 minutes of Locatelli. I repeat it and I don't care what people are thinking, haters or not. This is really an objective take that I have personally. My own opinion, I really liked Locatelli much more than in previous season. Now, is it enough? No, because the only one on the bench, of course, at the moment are Fagioli, that I told you in not suspicious time. I don't know if you remember or not, but I told you pay attention to Fagioli because you will need a bit of time. Not 5 months, not 6 months, but you will need a bit of time to give Fagioli again that rhythm of game. These minutes, because don't forget that it's true that he was not injured, so he trained all season long in training session last year, but Fagioli didn't play real official games except of the last 2 of last season where the season was already a bit over, and then he went with the national team of Spalletti where he played yes and no 50% of the time, a bit less I believe, less than 50% of the available minutes. So he need time to recuperate, to have the form, to have that intensity, the real game, playing against real opponents, going, ritmo partita. So I told you, wait a bit for Fagioli. That doesn't mean that he will be a bench player. No, he has the qualities, but give him a bit of time. And that's one. The other one is Miretti, that unfortunately now is injured, so we will wait for Miretti. These are the players. With these players, great, fantastic. The only one that really can do that offensive work is Miretti, that a lot of people will probably criticize. But Miretti, but Miretti. And objectively, if you're looking at the last 2 seasons, Miretti was not our best player. Miretti is missing some things. We are missing that step up from Miretti. But this quality of Miretti could potentially be unlocked this season. He made a really beautiful impression in preseason, and then unfortunately, crack, and he's injured, and we don't have him. It's a real big pity, because we could have seen a Miretti, what he could possibly mean for Thiago Motta. Miretti is not there. Fagioli, we need to rest. So we have 3 starters today, but Douglas Luiz, as according to me, not be both to be the one that is going. So wait, let me take away Fagioli and Miretti because we already discussed them, otherwise it will be a total disaster. But you have one of the 2 here that is even more offensive, and it is, at the moment, Douglas Luiz. At the moment, it's Douglas Luiz that is taking that number 10 role, if we want, when we have the ball possession, he comes back, he alternates with all the other ones here in the midfield, and it's working really well. But Douglas Luiz is the one that is trying to. But this is not his role. When we made the videos in the beginning of the announcement of Douglas Luiz, when we spoke also with Aston Villa fans here invited on the channel, thank you again, Cole, for being here. We always analyzed as a Douglas Luiz, when we were still thinking about that 4-2-3-1, we were thinking about the Douglas Luiz playing like this, with a Koopmeiners. ¿Dónde está Koop? Koopie. Here. This is how we were watching the game, or analyzing the game of Thiago Motta. Thuram here, Douglas Luiz here, Koopmeiners here. So that triangle that we see today forming a 4-1-4-1 transforms, thanks to Koopmeiners, in a 4-2-3-1. Now, the importance of a player like Koopmeiners is that thanks to his defensive qualities where he was playing at AZ, his midfield quality, but also his offensive qualities, he is the one that will probably take that part of the field, or maybe taking that right side of the field with Douglas Luiz here, if we want to continue to play that 4-1-4-1. But this time, and that's a huge big difference, instead of having Douglas Luiz that will go up, you will have a request of having here Koopmeiners that will do that job here. He will be the first one to go to that position. And that changed a lot. Why? Because Koopmeiners is the one that is able to score you 11 goals in a season and 11 assists. Especially crucial if we know that this man is really in need of, at the moment as we speak, more than 2 important attempts to at least go on target. So he will need more balls to unlock himself. Waiting for a Dusan Vlahovic that is able to go 1-on-1, 1 attempt, 1 shot on target. Then, you know it, according to me, shot on target is one thing, then scoring is another thing. Don't forget that you have a lot of percentages of success or not success, depending also of the job of the goalkeeper. But at least going on target is, again, it's according to me, the job of Dusan Vlahovic. And at the moment, we see that he's not able to do it. So he needs more balls. He needs more balls. But that's the man that can support it with a simple movement. Boom! With Douglas Luiz that is taking over that spot here. And Thuram going up with, we know it here, these players that are coming back, especially Cabal and Cambiaso. Can be a beautiful work. When we were speaking about that 2-7-2, this is what we were discussing about. So a Koopmeiners that in case of need, he can still track back or keep his position with Douglas Luiz going up. That's okay because he can do it. He can also play here in case of need for certain moments. So, but the first one that is giving the let's go will be Koopmeiners. The one that will dictate the game and open the game will be Douglas Luiz. The one that will chase the game is a Thuram, but the 3 of them have all the qualities of the world. And that's why Koopmeiners is essential. What happened today? And that's where we go towards now, with more than 400 people. So I hope you are generous also with the likes. Looks like not, because we have only 132 likes, and ça va pas. « In the meanwhile, we won 1 like. We won 1 like. Well, guys, it's important then to like the video. I'm never asking memberships. I'm never asking donations. I'm just asking a like, which is the minimum. If you enjoy the video, it's like no, on Netflix. I don't know any sane person that is putting the thumb up on Netflix. I wanted to say Netflix, but Netflix is not a good example. 197. If we go over the 200, then we explain what happened today. Reported by by Alfredo Pedula. Okay, we have more than 200. Now we can start. Now we can go seriously. Alessandro Lupo. Ciao grande. Ciao grandissimo. Ciao grandissimo Alessandro Lupo. Okay, what happened today apparently? 2 Beppe lives in 1 day. Ciao Steve Slick. Grande Steve. What happened today? It happened that Giuntoli didn't travel, and luckily I will tell you. No, because Sweden is fantastic, or I think so, because all the people that I know that went to Sweden and they came back, they told me, Beppe, Sweden is beautiful. Sweden is really nice. There was also a game today against Atletico Madrid, the last friendly before the season, and I know that Cristiano Giuntoli is a crazy fan of football. He wants to be there. If he could, he would probably play as well. Ex-football player. But at a certain moment, it's a bit like when you have like a school trip, but you have been, I don't know, ill or whatever, and you were not able to finish your homework, and you were not able to do all the tests for the exams that are really important, and the school trip is after. Well, if you didn't, you need to give the priorities. The priorities are the exams. Well, now in that case, the priorities is to close the Mercato. We know that in recent days, I will not repeat all the story of Koopmeiners, that is not training yet at the moment. He will probably also not participate to the Supercoppa against Real Madrid. We know that there were some tensions between Juventus and Atalanta. Atalanta that didn't appreciate 100% the fact that Juventus was too much pushing on the player, which is happening in every club, which is happening with every agent, which is happening with every player. We know it. The club is going first to understand if the player is really attracted, if the salary offer, and from the moment that they have kind of agreement, and etc., then they go to the club, which is honestly not allowed, if we are honest, but it's what they do. It's what the clubs are doing. But you have a limit that probably, honestly, Juventus was pushing a bit too much. Juventus was that sure, that strong on the player that at a certain moment Atalanta also said, oh, ragazzi, with all the respect, we love you, but you are maybe exaggerating now, because now not only the player he doesn't want to play, etc., but he's not there, he's creating chaos, and you still didn't really come with an offer. We had some contacts, we spoke, we told you that we don't want to change our opinion about the 60 million. At a certain moment, crack, it was over, it was pissed off. Gasperini was pissed off with Atalanta, but also with Juventus, with Koopmeiners. Juventus, in the meanwhile, they had a problematic situation with Todibo. Let's not lie about it. It's, in terms of image, not a beautiful thing internationally to lose the duels against West Ham, because the only thing that I remember from West Ham, with all the respect for the people that are living in the city of West Ham, is the West Shore boy. That's the only thing, That's the only thing, I don't know if you know them or not. These guys that were singing that song, West Ham, pararirara, West Ham, pararirara, West Ham, pararirara, West Ham, tararirara. That's the only thing that I knew from them. Before that, I don't know who they are, from where they are, and they come and we lose against them. This is not okay for a club like Juve. We already spoke about it. We know why. It makes sense. I understand it. The Premier League money, etc., but we lost. And that's not okay. So Juventus, they needed to do something really now. They really needed to do something, was going to Atalanta saying, look, probably we exaggerated. We know it. But you know, on the other side, Percassi, gasp, you know that you promised the player to let him go. We have money, maybe not the 60 million that you were requesting, but, you know, and you are keeping him there in jail. We are today the 11th of August. You are not freeing up Koopmeiners. We are in a big situation, a trouble situation. So at a certain moment, it would be nice if we do something. So you promise the player, you are not letting him go. You want probably an excessive amount of money, while you know that we are still in a sustainable project, in problem financially. We understand that we exaggerated. Can we forget about it and now speak about the reality of the things? We need the player. He wants to come to us. We need the player. We have money. We know that we said 45. Maybe it was a bit insulting to you. 50. You think that it's a bit too less? Look, we are there to make that offer a bit bigger. 55, including bonuses. Some people are saying 56, 55. We are speaking about peanuts. 1 million more, 1 million less. What is it? But we want to go for him. We want to go for him. And that's really the player that now needs to come as soon as possible. While we are talking, you're watching the game there on television. We need that player. He wants to come to us, so can we? Atalanta is saying, look, yeah. This is what we want, the money. Highways open, go. But give us the money. Faster. Because now we need to solve. The thing is now we need to solve because we want to go also for O'Reilly. We want to go for another player. It's all good to speak to blah blah, but pay attention. Don't do to us the Nice situation. Don't do to us the Todibo situation. We spoke today. We put aside all the controversy. But now, juntly, don't do to us what you did to Nice. We have an agreement. Show us the money. We want to discuss about the small little details, okay, but the small little details, the date of the arrival, we can discuss, but really small details, no big details, This is over. We agree on thing? Yeah? Nah? Okay, let's go. And this is basically what happened today. So I'm expecting, and I hope this time it will happen, because I'm not the one that is making the deals. I hope that today we can really say Koopmeiners is virtually a Juve player. We need that last little push on making things concrete, making real things today, which means going with La Manetta, with Pesetos, boom, in the bank of Atalanta, so that we are freeing up Tuesday, Wednesday, before Como, Koopmeiners. Beppe, unfortunately, I missed the game today because I was in holiday. Unfortunately, Steve Cano, unfortunately, I'm on holiday in Greece and came home too late. But my friends telling me it was a nice game, but with only about 13,500 attendance. I was shocked when I saw a half-empty stadium, to be honest. Really shocked. I was expecting much more. Much more. But it is what it is. Sveglia, wake up! Indeed. No, I don't want to jinx it. I said virtually, but virtually everything can happen. Varane could possibly miss the game against Juventus. I read that, but I didn't read why. Colo is asking, Beppe, I was working on the Consensao video this morning. He looks really good. Better than Galeno, in my opinion. We are not speaking a lot about him, but Consensao is a really good player. Last season, I was watching a bit of Portuguese League. And I need to say that there were a lot of good words about him. That we saw him also at the Euro, 21 years, can play on the right side. The only thing that I was afraid with Consensao is that we already have a lot of inexperienced young players. And having a 26 years old with a bit more experience would have been nice to complete a bit of maturity there up front. On the other side, if you are taking the other guy, Nico Gonzalez, that Fiorentina is now saying we don't want players, we only want cash for the player. But if we bring the experience, the 26 years maturity with Gonzalez, and we are able to put another youngster of 21 years, that can play on the right. You know what is the similarity between both? The similarity is that the two players, they can play on the left and on the right. And that's something that Thiago Motta is really insisting in, that versatility of player, which means that we have a Weah that can play on the right, a Yildiz can play on the left, and then you have a Consensao and a Nico Gonzalez that can alternate They can start the game, they can be subs, they can start on the left, they can start on the right, they can change into the game, which creates confusion to the other ones. Hopefully not too much confusion to ourselves. But yeah, he's good. He's really good, Consensao. Babe on 9, the tickets in Sweden were really expensive, therefore there weren't that many people in the stadium. Here we have an explanation, a valid one. But Beppe, there was almost 10,000 Juve fans and only 3,000 Atleti fans. And then Juve represented. Grande. Beggars can't be chooser, to be honest. We need attacking players pronto. Jose Angel, are you convinced on Nico Gonzalez? To me, it's not that good. 30 million is way too much. Sorry. I'm convinced of the player, yeah. Am I in love with the player? No. I'm convinced that it's a player that can do something. He needs now to step up. It's a player, Nico Gonzalez, that has played really well, but never made that step up in the game that were important. In the important games, when it matters. When it matters, we miss Nico Gonzalez. But assist man, goal man, can play on the left, can play on the right, has a beautiful technique, has a beautiful tactical intelligence. So he has a lot of beautiful things. The only thing that I'm annoyed with, it's 30 million again to Fiorentina. 30 million to Fiorentina, 60 million to Atalanta, or 55, whatever. We are again giving too much money to the Italian clubs. It's a lot, huh? It's really a lot. Then, yeah, I am convinced if Nico Gonzalez is not the big name. I would be more convinced about Nico Gonzalez if you bring me the name. I wanted Adeyemi, you know it. I wanted Sancho. Sancho is not over yet, but maybe a Consensao could be a better option. Consensao that is liked by Thiago Motta. There are some options there. Galeno is a bit more in the back now. While he was really close, he's a bit more in the back now. We also need to understand what Porto wants to do with a player like Jallo, because they really are interested in the player. They are really interested in Jallo. Now we need to understand how much they want to give. Do they want to buy him? Do they want to loan him? That's important to close the deal with a Consensao or a Galeno. Galeno is a bit more fixed on the left. That's a big difference between both. Yeah, then one player is not another. But hopefully Berna didn't work, Chiesa didn't work, Nico Gonzalez could possibly work. But you are forgetting a few players there. You are forgetting Dusan Vlahovic. You are forgetting there were more than only these. Even if we don't go too much in the past, because then we can really go with so many players. Same people talking that 26 for Soulé is way too less for a player that have only one good year and his team is relegated. No, I agree on Soulé. Today I spoke about it on Twitter with someone where I said at a certain moment, basta about Soulé. We already said everything about Soulé. Then that he will do well, probably. But on the other side, it's also true that if you are selling 26 million euro for Soulé, 26 plus bonus, you are at 30, and you are able to take 30 for a player that is Argentinian national team. 3 years in Serie A, 3 years in Bundesliga. A player that consistently showed, but is still missing that step up. Then I understand that the price is there with 5 years more. Don't forget the 5 years of difference. But one, you have already a track and record. The other one, no. Baggio, Felipe Melo, Giorgio Chiellini. There were a lot of players. Where is Alcaraz? But today there were some voices that Serie A teams are interested in the kit. I think Lazio. You know what? I think, I tell you, guys, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I didn't see it, but did you see a goodbye from Juve to Alcaraz? Did you see a thank you goodbye? I didn't. Did they forget, you think, or I really need an open, honest answer on that one. Do they think they forgot? I think they forgot. They just forgot, and now it's too late. I really think they forgot. I don't think that they did it on purpose. Why would they? Do we have loanies that we remember that we... Give me a few loanies that we had in the past few years, not last year. In the past few years. Loan players that at the end we didn't sign. Paredes. Did we say goodbye to Paredes? Paredes is a good one. Now, but Cáceres, I don't know if we said goodbye or not, because every time we said welcome back to Cáceres. Did we say goodbye to Paredes? Let me check. Oh, now I'm curious. If someone is able to find me a tweet or a message from Juventus FC Paredes. Juventus FC. Huh? They deleted all the tweets. From Juventus FC. Latest. We go with the latest. The last that we see here is on the 4th of June. Subbed out. Maybe they did, but I can't find it. Yes, we did. I think yes, but they did. I remember Punsara saying. Punsara, you are great with Twitter. Huh? Are you able to find me something? Or maybe on Instagram could be. Instagram or Twitter. I need to see, because Alcaraz, I'm sure they didn't. I'm sure they didn't on Alcaraz. Oh, it is. It's true. Povero. Poverino. Can't find. And nobody can find it. Maybe it's with Leo Paredes or something like that. I don't know. Maybe maybe you need to go 1 year behind on Instagram and maybe you can see it. I don't know. On Instagram. Giovanni saying on Instagram. Then you need to scroll really 1 year, and Juve is putting a lot of content, so it could be annoying. And Giovanni Mazza, grandissimo. Probably not on Twitter. Could be. But on Twitter, I didn't see a goodbye to Alcaraz. I think they just forgot. And that's Koopmeiners, the situation of today. Do we need to do a poll? When will Koop arrive? 1 is never. Hey, guys. Never. 2 is latest Wednesday. After before Como, or after Como. The poll starts now. 4 options. I repeat them. When will Koopmeiners arrive? Never. Latest on Wednesday. After Wednesday, but before Como. After Como. Go. Hey, it's quite balanced with the votes. Quite balanced with the votes. Koop reminds me Milinkovic-Savic situation. No, it's totally different. No. Koopmeiners is totally different. Totally different. No, you can't compare. Nothing compares to you. Nothing compares to you. I mean, see me when the beautiful. We have a problem, guys. The information I didn't read earlier. Apparently, Di Marzio said Atalanta do not want to sell Koopmeiners without first having signed the sub. Of course, we are speaking about O'Reilly. But at the moment, there is no agreement with Celtic. Let's see, because they are starting to really annoy me, Atalanta, if it's true. If it's true, they are starting to really annoy me. At a certain moment, basta. So, all the people are saying latest Wednesday, maybe we have been a bit too enthusiastic. And we'll have to wait a bit more. Bader Nasser, grandissimo Bader. Thank you for the donation. I really think we don't need winger. Wea is class. Oof. May I? I think you're wrong, because it's not about Wea that is class or not. It can even be. And today you also have he also spoke really well after the game, saying that the new coach, more offensive way of playing, we are changing a lot, but also Wea will change. You will see a different Wea, which I really appreciate, because it's also being aware that we were expecting a bit more from him. No, none of us were immediately going with he's a phenomenon, he will change, but we're still expecting more from Wea, and I think he's extremely conscious about that. A different Wea. I have no problem with Wea, but saying we don't need wingers, it's a problem, because today you have only Yildiz, only Wea, and we are playing more than 50 games minimum. More than 50 games minimum. I think it's 51 minimum. So if you are looking at minimum, 38 of Serie A, minimum 1 of Coppa Italia, minimum, minimum 1 of Supercoppa Italiana, minimum 8 from Champions League, and minimum 3 from Club World Cup is 40. Plus 8 is 48, plus 3 is 51. Minimum 51 means that we did a disaster in Supercoppa, that we didn't go to the final of Supercoppa Italiana, that we didn't go through in Champions League, and that we didn't go through in the groups of the Club World Cup. We need, guys, quantity, just in quantity. Thank you, Bader. Sorry, Roberto, do you think we can go for a striker in January? No, I think that Milik will stay. Then, and if we really go for a striker in January, then it's to replace Milik, not to replace Dusan Vlahovic. Dusan Vlahovic, the matter of Dusan Vlahovic will be tackled this season, during the season, after the other priorities. At the moment, Dusan Vlahovic is not a priority in terms of contract. Now, it's not a priority today, but from the 1st of September, he and Yildiz will become the priorities. Siraj is telling him, I did an extensive research. They don't say goodbye to loanies on Twitter. On Twitter, we never say goodbye. How much money do we have in general for Mercato? This is something I already answered a few times. I don't think that there is a budget now today for Mercato, but the most important thing is that in the books of 26-27, so it means 1, 2, 3, so in this season, next season, we need to arrive in the books of 26-27 with a break even. We have a loss of 200 million now, which is huge, which is big. You will see. When we will speak about at the end of the year, you will see that it's tough. It's tough. The first number that will come in December, it's not the closing, because the closing is on June, but that will affect the season 23-24, where we didn't participate to Champions League. The numbers that you will see will be a lot of red. So our target is to arrive to a break even in season 26-27. Then one season you can spend a bit more, the other season you need to spend a bit less. So you really need to pay attention to what you do. Of course, at the moment when we see the entries and we see the exit, we see that we are totally break even with what we sold and what we received. And we even saved 10 million in terms of salary, but it's not enough, because now Koopmeiners, boom, we will go a lot in deficit, and of course that money that we qualify to Champions League and maybe other competition is gone now. So after Koopmeiners, we really need to or find deals on loan, or we will need to sell, because we don't speak a lot about the other players, because we focus a lot on Federico Chiesa, but we need also to sell Weston McKennie, Kostic, Szczesny, Rugani, etc. There are a lot of players that are there, and nothing moved yet. Even Sekulov didn't move yet at the moment. Beppe, do you think that Vlahovic's performance this year will depend on the arrival of Koopmeiners? It will help him a lot, but I think that at a certain moment we can't just, it's because of Allegri, It's because of Chiesa. It's because of Thiago Motta. It's because he's isolated on top. It's because of the lombalgia. It's because of the pubalgia. It's because of the pterynergia. It's because of Koulibaly that is man marking him. It's because of the stars that were not aligned. It's because of the haircut. It's because of this. It's because... No, at a certain moment, you already had the opportunity that not a lot of players in their career had the opportunity to wear that armband, even if it was a friendly against Nuremberg with 45 minutes at disposal, but you were wearing it. You are earning the most money on the team. Now, it's time to say, I take my responsibility and I don't blame anybody. There is absolutely no need to blame Le Normand or to blame a next-gen center defender like Muharemovic or Facundo Gonzalez. At a certain moment, you need to go. You need to step up and you need to do it, what I think. Then Koopmeiners will help Vlahovic, and that's why we really need Koopmeiners, but he will need the team. What is happening about loan out and selling players? That's what we're saying. It seems like it's a stop with a lot of players. It will be hard to involve them again in the squad. All the situations are different. Giuntoli and Pompilio, they have a huge, big work. Then, if they continue to say, no, there is an update on McKennie, but on McKennie, guys, I don't trust. Weston McKennie, problem of Weston McKennie is now there is Everton on him. Will he go there? He didn't want to go to Aston Villa for I don't know what. Apparently, he's asking also him a lot of money, 5 million euro. Or there is a reality check, or we have a problem. Vlahovic just need to score. Yeah. We spoke about it earlier. Not good. No, we can't. Nobody. But I believe he will be the first one to tell you that he's not happy. You can't. You can't say that I'm happy about Dusan Vlahovic. You can't. Nobody can say I'm happy about what I saw from Dusan Vlahovic in pre-season. Then we can say it's pre-season. He needs a bit of time. There are new movements for him. We can always find explanations why. But at the end of the sum today of calcio estivo, we need to say that today, no. Then I'm not as drastic as some people in the chat and on social media to say out, he needs to go, needs to be sold. First of all, because it will not happen. So instead of going and massacre a boy that probably is really affected by how people are speaking about him, you see it. He is that guy. He is that guy that needs to be loved, that needs to be praised, that needs to be in the spotlight. I don't think that it's a person that is really open to love, criticism, etc., etc. So I will not be the first one that will play that game. Then, fairly criticism about the performance of were not well. Yeah, of course. But I think I would do wrong if I tell people that he's doing well and it's okay, it's fine, it's just... No. But he needs to step up. He knows it, first of all. Ciao Fines Fit. Ciao grandissimo. This is the make or break season for Dusan, yeah. This is the make or break season for Gatti. This is the make or break season for for Locatelli. Also for Fagioli, because we are always speaking about Fagiolino is a kid, next gen, but the guy in the meanwhile is 24. He's 24, so we need to understand what is the future of Fagioli. Is it the starter? Is it a really good sub? Because we don't speak about it, but that's also an important one according to me. Oscar Anibal Henum, I sent you the goodbye to Paredes. On Instagram. Attenzione. It's true. The goodbye of Paredes here. Yeah, it's true. Are you able to find the same video for Alcaraz? We didn't. Never. On no social media. Or I missed it, but I don't think so. Beppe, I think Juventini will be happy if only with Koop before the window closed, and also we need a defense. But no, Juventini, the normal Juventini, they are happy if we win against Como. That's one. With or without Koop, Juventini will be happy if we win against Como. Honestly, I prefer to win against Como and wait a bit more for Koopmeiners than having Koopmeiners and losing against Como. That's my philosophy.
It's time.
It's time. Let me check if we are growing up or not here. Attention. I love that. Roulement tambour. 32,538. I love that. I love that. The poll ended indeed. I ended the poll, Naruto. Will Koop arrive? 34% of the people said after Wednesday, but before Como. I would sign for that. Latest Wednesday, 26, never 19%, and after Como, 19% as well. 322 votes. I think that we have a good idea of the chat. I try to take a lot of members of the chat to read your channel, your messages, guys. Beppe, I've got a hot take, which I'm convinced about it. Of course, let's go. If Koop and Consensao is signed, Vlahovic with 25 goals and Kenan with 15. $15 is a lot for Kenan. Oh, well, in all the game, 15 is still a lot. You know why it's a lot? Not because of Kenan, he can do it or not. It's because, from what I start to see, I don't see him as involved as when we were playing 3-5-2. Or we change way of playing, then maybe, but I think it's a lot. Guys,
It's time.
Loco27 went with a hot take. What do you think about that one? Welcome, Oystein Jakobsen. Looks like Denmark. Can be wrong, Oystein, can you confirm in 1 minute when you will be able to write if I'm right or not wrong that you come from or Finland or Denmark, but I think it's Denmark. No way. Kenan is more an assist man. Don't agree. I don't think so. He's more in defensive role than last year. Yeah, it's really funny. But funny, I don't know if it's funny or not. But I saw an image. Of today that was quite. At a certain moment, on the 16th minute of Atletico Madrid Juve, you see Kenan Yildiz that is playing here with. A clear message of track back. Track back, track back, track back. Yeah, it's a bit more defensive than last year. It's totally correct. It's true. It's true. But that's also one of the consequences why Chiesa is not the favorite of Thiago Motta. It's not that it will not work, but it's not the favorite because of that job. Because of that job. Don't pay attention, Pay attention, Yeah, I heard that, but I don't know why. Let me try to check why. Is it because he played today and he was injured? Is it because of he's not ready? Or I don't know, guys. I don't know the reason. I know it. He played today. Let's go and read. Not let's go, I'm happy. Let's go and read. I'm never happy for injuries. Como Fabregas on Varane. It was predicted. No, it was planned that he played half of the game and half of the game Goldaniga. I'm extremely sorry for the injury. You see, when we were saying, guys, but Varane could have been an option. We were speaking about it two days ago. He needed to play 45 minutes and then Goldaniga 45. And he apparently played only 20 minutes. a bit less than 20 minutes for the first game with Como of Rafael Varane in Coppa Italia against Sampdoria. But this guy, Gianluca Di Marzio, is a disaster. He's really a disaster with all these ads. Wait. Fabregas didn't want to risk, and he chose immediately for a substitution and entered Eduardo Golaniga. Once he was on the bench, there were some doctors with ice. He looked really, really sad. In the next few days, we will understand if there will be the debut against Juve or not. It's the knee, it's the knee. But, again, at the moment we have no confirmation, but it looks like... ça sent pas bon. Oh, guys, it's not my fault if it's his name. Pirlo is bigger than Fabregas. Because Pirlo qualified. Como is out, like, unfortunately, in another Coppa Italia. Juventus next gen is out as well. Juventus next gen out as well. The next gen project is always extremely difficult, guys. It's always extremely difficult because you never have continuity. And the best one every single year, they are taken and they are put in the first team. It's really difficult. The beginning of the season, even last year, Brambilla difficulties in the first half of the season. Now Montero today. No. Before they find something and maybe readjust in the winter mercato, it's really difficult. Really difficult. Did I exaggerate in how I explained the situation of next gen? Daniel Prusak. Let me say thank you to Daniel. I don't say Daniel thank you enough. Daniel, I believe it was 4 years ago. Yeah, because new member again, Daniel. Daniel, 4 years ago, he asked my address and he has sent me this book that I already read in Italian, but I didn't have the hard copy, and I love having hard copies. And he said, Beppe, you don't have the hard copy? Here. And he has sent me this one, the book of Andrea Pirlo, that I read then in English as well. With here, I always have it inside. Small extra item for you, Forza. It was a timbre, a post thing of Juve. It was really beautiful. I put it somewhere here in my collection. I don't know where, but I still have it. So thank you, really, thank you, Daniel. I'm extremely happy for that. Really appreciate. Really appreciate. Seriously. Beautiful. Speaking about Pirlo. Oh, we were just speaking about Pirlo and we spoke about Daniel. So, really, thank you. Thank you. But I can't promise, Bible. I can't promise. Attenzione, Kimpembe! Oh, putain! Ramenez la coupe à la maison. Allez, avec Kimpembe. Allez. Kimpembe. Attenzione. Boom. Wait. Source or it doesn't exist? You know the rule. And now, because then I make people totally crazy about a name that you just invented. I trust you, of course, Raffaello, but the source or we don't believe. That's the rule of the house. I saw already some sources, but tagged me on Twitter. They are my friends, huh? Enganche are my friends. I really appreciate them. I like them. But it's not a source that I want to report here on the channel. Not because I don't trust them. It's not because... but it's because, guys, if we start, then I'm obliged to go also with the guys from Facebook there. What are their names? Paolo Nonmollo. There is another guy there. I don't know what's his name there. If we go with this, then everyone can be a source. And then we start with Matthijs Pog. Guys, no. But I tell you, Enganche, I really love them. Sorry. I think they are doing a beautiful job as well in reporting. The only thing is, I can't report from people that are not with a face. Because if I do for them, which I like them, then we need to do for everyone. And it can be that they are right, because I really trust them. It's not about no. I think it's even possible. And then we start with, guys, imagine if on the channel I start reporting Paolo Nonmollo. We can speak about it because I read, because I inform myself, but if we start speaking about Paolo Nonmollo and these kind of things, Matthijs Pog and then calcio mercato.it, then we start having real problems. Because then the quality of the channel, according to me, will be less. That doesn't mean that Pedula is always right, that Romano is always right, that Romeo Agresti is right, that Di Marzio is right, Giovanni Albanese. But if we start with that, then it's finished. Then we do a circus here. Then every day we have like 5 names. That can be dangerous. And otherwise, I create an account and I start sharing news. No. I'm not sure if you guys already spoken, but how beautiful. Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah. We started the live with that, Daniel. If you want to take it back, you can. Do you agree? Maybe I'm wrong, guys. Maybe because I decide how I conduct my channel, but maybe I'm wrong. Do you want me to start adding more sources, anonymous sources, or you prefer that we go with a bit more reliable, even if we can speak, of course, about other things. But I have a fantastic friend, Eduardo Mecca. That is really a fantastic friend. That is, I already shared live with him. He's a really nice person. And this season, everything that he's saying, there are a lot of truth in what he's saying, but I never report him because it's not his main job. Okay, so we are aligned. Okay, we are aligned. But thank you. Maybe Raffaello, that is now saying, Beppe, attenzione, because Kimpembe, maybe now that we launched the topic, just to say thank you to Raffaello, what do we do with Kimpembe if it would become a serious voice tomorrow, in 2 days, and that Enganche, they really got the information before everyone? Is it a name that would make you dream? Is it exciting a bit? Is he warming up a bit? Is it or no, not for you? Presnel, 28, 28 years old, which is not old. I don't like when people are saying 28 is old. I go crazy with that. 28 years old, small value, a contract. That's the things, how I read transfer market. Age, then the citizenship, because we have no slots anymore. But for every player, not only for Kimpembe. I know that is French, but how I read transfer market general. Age, citizenship, and then we continue. Okay, the contract ending at 2026. So there is a bit of maneuver, even if there is no rush from Paris Saint-Germain, that fear of losing them because of last year of contract. Shut up. I was thinking, who's speaking here? With a deep voice. You see the... Kimpembe. Left foot player. This is one of the requests. After Todibo, one of the requests of Thiago Motta is, bring me a left foot player. And then, before going and analyzing highlights and skill, there is the one that immediately makes me turn on off or whatever. It's that one here. You have a good... Aya. But we have a good news. The good news is he had 0 injuries in 23-24. The bad news is that because he didn't play. Because he's still recovering from the last injury of 22-23. What a disaster. No, guys, basta. Oh. No. But the good news is no injuries in 23-24. Because he didn't play. No, basta. No. We move. I don't want to hear... We already have problems. We already have problems with Miskeno there. Thiago Jallo. We already have problems with Jallo. Imagine if we go with one that is still injured. No. Oh. Attenzione to Julian Dos Santos, my friend from the Netherlands, Portuguese. 11 months as a member. I don't know what is this kind of small animal there. It's really small. Like a small chihuahua. It's a goat. It's the goat. Grande Julian. The goat. I saw I thought it was a chihuahua that was really angry. Like the people on Twitter. I was thinking it was the people of Twitter, represented with a chihuahua that is screaming. And then, or like earlier today, there was that guy there. What was the name there? Fusey Gamer, or what is it? Donkey Gamer 21, I don't know what. He started to, and then he said, come on the live, speak about the tactic. He disappeared. He never wrote again. Disappeared, the Chihuahua. What a disaster. Dude Gamer 21. What a guy. No, but I was like, he disappeared. He totally disappeared. Just recovery. What a disaster. No. Can we skip Kimpembe? With all the respect. No, because then I prefer to play with Jallo. Well, we waited 6 months for him to recover. Play him then. No? Maybe I'm wrong, huh? Do you think that Giuntoli will wait to the last minute to good deals because a lot of clubs need to sell or have too much players? Giuntoli seems like the old salesman. I think it's not he wants to, but I think it's we are obliged to, because I told you about that domino effect. Did I? I wrote it on the Telegram group. I didn't speak about it. I wrote it on the Telegram group because everything is blocked. Everything is blocked in Italy. There is no money, guys. Did you hear the new? Because now we are speaking about this. But did you pay attention to the new trend of Italy? The new trend from all the clubs is that we don't pay now. We go with a loan with an obligation to buy with extremely easy objective. So it's not even anymore a loan with an obligation with a beautiful structure of no. It's like one appearance in February, and we buy him, Di Gregorio. 40% of the apps for Todibo, and we buy it, and it didn't happen. But and it's not only Juve. Fiorentina is doing exactly the same. They are offering that solution also to Genoa, and then the other club is to Dim. Inter is signing only 2 players, free agents. There is no money. There is no money nowhere, and everyone is static. Everyone is like that, and we don't move, and we wait. Who will be the first one? Look at Atalanta. Apparently, they found an agreement. They know that they will receive 55 million euro, but they don't want to free him before they are able to go for O'Reilly. But they don't want to increase the offer. They know that they have the guarantee to receive 55, but they don't want to increase the offer because there is no money. There is no money. Roma, but too many money. Oh, guys, Roma, I don't know how they are doing. Don't forget that Lukaku is gone, Aouar is gone, Renato Sanchez is gone. How many players are gone from Roma? I think I made... I didn't have the totality, but I made something about it. Wait. At least on the 31st of... I tell you, give me a second. I have it here. They lost. Aouar, Belotti, Spinazzola, Renato Sanchez, Huijsen back from loan, Christensen, Asmun, Lukaku. They saved a lot in salary there. A lot in salary. And on top of that also Rui Patricio, the goalkeeper, that they promoted. Sviar, that played fantastically well last season. Probably the goalkeeper could be that I take with Fantasy League. So you see there are a lot of players that went away. And pay attention because there are some small voices. I don't know if you heard them. Dybala is thinking about the money of Saudi Arabia. He didn't take a decision yet. But he knows that an opportunity like that, one time, he knows that he's the hero. The people, they are loving him in Roma. Dybala is thinking. Not yet. You will probably say no. You will probably say, but he's thinking. But if Paulo Dybala is thinking about Saudi Arabia, imagine if in the last days of Mercato you have a big club that is coming, a serious club that is coming. He's gone. Beppe, we signed Koopmeiners. You should do the whole stream in ASMR. There is... I prefer that because usually when I do things or whatever, challenges, or people... Shave your beard. I will never shave it again. The ASMR, no, but can you imagine? We signed finally your AAA objective, and then you tell me to not scream. That's impossible. Impossible. Dino is saying, Beppe, Nico Schira reposted how close Atalanta is on O'Reilly, and that's a fantastic news because without O'Reilly, apparently they will lose time. So he reposted, apparently, but it's confusing because then you don't see the chronology of what he's doing. This guy is so confusing with his tweets. Who cares that you were first, that you were... Just tweet. Navigate. Look. Anyway, here. Matt O'Reilly is getting closer to Atalanta from Celtic. They have increased their bid to 23 million to the Scottish club, which ask more, around 25-30 million. The midfielder has agreed personal term until 2029. He could be Koopmeiners' replacement. Great, fantastic, good. But they have increased until 23, while we know that Brighton is offering 25. So, I understand. It's not because of Nico. It's because of Atalanta. If they ask you between 25 and 30, why are you increasing to 23? Because then we are not there yet. Dybala back to Juve. I hope not. And no, it will not happen. It will not happen, and I hope not. Eira, players going to Saudi Arabia is giving up on their career and thinking about their future. Can you blame them at a certain moment? You can say hypocrites, or you can say that there are kings in negotiating. And if you're looking at their books, we can say that it's more the second part. it's more that they are kings of negotiation than hypocrites. But on the other side, what I don't like, and I always told you, it's the narrative around Juve is always bad. Why all the clubs are doing exactly the same, but it's always Juve is bad. Beppe, can we go for the book? I think the book can give us an answer about Como game, Motta future and Giuntoli Mercato as a fun time. We can use the book, but we need to choose one question. Because if we go with Como game, Motta future, Giuntoli Mercato, it's too wide. We need to... So, Steve, choose a question. The only question, one question that you want to know, and we can ask the book. The Mercato of Giuntoli. Which book do you want? The one of Pirlo or the Only the Brave? Wait, huh? Only the Brave, which is one quote, or Pirlo, which is a chapter, a paragraph. Let's say a paragraph that can tell us something. Oh, Steve Cano, he said Only the Brave. Okay. Now, Steve, because you were the one that were calling it, you chose the question, you chose the book. We will ask now to the chat. Only the Brave. We will ask to the chat to choose a page. And then we will come back on the message of EMG. Give us a second, EMJ. We will come back on your donation. It is really beautiful. But first, I want a maximum. And you can even spam the number that you want. Maximum of numbers so that we close my eyes and then we pick the number. In the past, I always told you that you couldn't spam. Now you can spam because otherwise your message is gone. And so spam. Maximum of numbers. At a certain moment, I will call stop. No, wait. I will do like that. At the end of the ticking clock, I will do stop. Now I'm scrolling. How much? Oh. Mamma mia! Jude Gamer is back! It's Jude Gamer, my boy! This is... There were so many messages. This is high level. This is the best. This is the best day of my life. Oh my man. It could have been how much? 487 people. It had to be Jude Gamer 21. Hey, you are there, right? He's coming back. Page 23. Page 23 for Jude Gamer. You see, guys, I'm never lying. It's just, you see the reaction. It's not a joke. Mamma mia. 23. Oof. I will read. I will do an exception today. I will not read one. I will not read two, but I will read the three quotes on page 23. The question, I repeat, of Steve Cano was, I want to know what the book is saying about the remaining Mercato. So that means 20 days, 19 days of Mercato of Cristiano Giuntoli. In and out Mercato. Are you ready? Did Steve Cano chose the right question? Did Steve Cano chose the right book? Did the destiny made the ticker stop on Dude Gamer 21 with his page 23? What do you think, guys? Is it a good quote? So a beautiful Mercato end, or is it a difficult one? Are you thinking that the book will give us a bit of hope and energy, or will the book make us fall in depression? Steve Cano is nervous. The tick is clocking. The green is grasser. "13 seconds before I reveal you, not one, not two, but the 3 quotes. You can see that we have the right page, page 23. 3 quotes. The first one is saying, Giuntoli, Cristiano. Ambition is the first step to success. The second quote says, raise the bar a little more every day. The third quote is saying, don't quit. You didn't come this far to only come this far. Guys, now we can speak about whatever you want, but the authenticity, the magic, the power of this book is incredible. Time on time on time again. This is not telling us what will happen in the remaining days of Mercato. It's not telling us what will happen, but it's a direct message to Cristiano Giuntoli. Don't quit. You are receiving insults from a lot of Juventini. Giuntoli out. Giuntoli is a clown. And this and that and this and that. No. Don't give up. Don't quit. You didn't come this far. Arriving from Napoli. That's far, eh? To Juventus. You didn't come this far in signing Douglas Luiz that everyone was thinking it was impossible. You didn't come this far in having Di Gregorio, best goalkeeper of last season. Stealing Cabal from Inter. Adzic, the pure talent from Montenegro. Kefren Turam, the dream that we wanted and we were not able to sign last year, but we did now. We did half the way. But we didn't come that far to just come that far. So continue. But you need to have that ambition. If your ambition was to go for Koopmeiners, you need to go for Koopmeiners. Ambition is the first step towards success. When you had that ambition of Douglas Luiz and everyone said you are crazy, you made it happen because you had the ambition of bringing back Juventus to winning big, to win titles on Italian soil first and then doing well in Europe. But you as well. We know we don't have a lot of time. We know there are complications. Federico Chiesa, Weston McKennie, Szczesny, we know it. But continue to keep your ambition. And I will tell you, Todibo is gone. It is what it is. But now you need to raise the bar a little more every day. Don't go for Kimpembe. Don't go for him. Raise the bar a little more. Who is the name that you want up? It was Galeno, maybe go for Consensao. Is it Consensao? Go for Sancho. Go for Ademi. Go for... But no. The book is also... Guys, at a certain moment... this is what the book is saying to Cristiano Giuntoli at midnight when he will go to bed. Because from tomorrow he's back on track. Now, with all the respect, Anthony Gentile, we said raise the bar. If you tell me Gnonto, I didn't say lower the bar. We said raise the bar, not lower the bar. Exactly. We read the book for Giuntoli, not for J Medical. You see, Steve needed a bit of optimism with the book. Bravo Beppe, good one on Douglas Luiz. It's true, huh? Mercato is crazy in Chelsea right now. When are they starting to sell Chelsea, or they continue to buy? Mariano Dragone, to raise the bar, you need money. Not necessarily. Yeah, of course, it makes life easier. But honestly, now we are in depression mode because the Mercato is blocked for 2-3 weeks. But would you have thought that Douglas Luiz, Thuram, Koopmeiners, if it happens, that these three would have joined Juve in one session of Mercato immediately? I think, honestly, even the most optimistic one, you could have thought of Koopmeiners, Thuram, could have thought of Thuram, Douglas Luiz, but the three together in one Mercato, I would never have thought that, honestly. I knew that we would do a revolution, but three of that caliber, if we are able again to sign Koopmeiners, honestly, I think it's too much. And you need that ambition, even without money. I swear, if we get Sterling, I'm not watching. I don't like these kind of sentences. But I don't like Sterling neither. Also, Beppe, Gallagher, and Alvarez move might collapse. Huh? But Alvarez was in Madrid. What is happening? He was in Madrid, no? Was he not in Madrid? Imagine, Alvarez was in Madrid for a crazy amount of money, but he was in Madrid today. I saw a picture that he was in Madrid. Ah, yeah. I remember Juve dad is saying, Beppe, do you remember the face of Coach Rafaz when you told him we might get Luis, Koop, and Thuram? It's true. I really remember his face when I said that. He's not even supporting Juve. He was already, wow. It's true, huh? It's true. Beppe, what do you think? In the end of the Mercato, we'll have Sancho, Nico Gonzalez, Koop, and Lacroix. But no, I don't think that all these players will come. But then you never know. Maybe Juntoli is watching the live, and tomorrow he wakes up and he says, let's increase even more the ambition. You don't know, huh? You don't know. No, I started to read here Sergio Roberto Fiorentina. I was like, what is happening? But then I didn't read yet the other part of the sentence that is saying Sergio Roberto Fiorentina, no chance. I was like, okay. But it's full of Olympics. Basta, it's over. Speak about football. This is my face sometimes. Seriously, when I'm reading sometimes takes. That's a really important one. This is extremely important, and hopefully, but I can tell you something about that one. That's a really good question. I can tell you that Juventus is even ready to sell on really sales price, so end of sales price, a lot of players going away from the initial request that they had, but they want to sell them. This is the vision of Juve. Even if I lose 3, 4, 5 million per player, I don't care. I need to sell them because we are there in the rise of a new project and they are not in a project. So sell. Give me an offer, you give me 10 million a year. The player is yours. Is it right or not? We don't know. Beppe, is it only me that can see Gatti do those Calafiori runs? Sometimes when he goes. No, but this is known from Gatti since long. The problem is that when he's running with the ball with these Calafiori runs, it looks like he's about to fall. He looked like he lose balance. It's not like a balanced person. We know that it's solid, and it's really strange because it's huge, it's big. But when he runs with this ball, it looks like at a certain moment he just needs a wind that is coming from east, and that he boom on the ground. He looks like he will lose the ball. Will that he will forget the ball or whatever. But he looks really clumsy. Like with the ball. Then he loses the ball and then boom, he goes with the fall. But no, the runs are there. Huh? It's just the way off that is not giving me the confidence. Chiellini was a bit like that. When you saw him running with the ball on his left feet, mamma mia, what a disaster. Matuidi was also like that with his left foot. Strange. Yeah. You are mentioning, Hussam saying Matuidi as well. Luca is saying like Chiello. But pay attention, the left foot of Gatti, the right foot of Gatti, are better than the feet of Chiellini in the beginning of his career. Yeah, you're right, guys. You're right when you're telling me here. Exclusive news: Chelsea and Atletico Madrid are now discussing Joao Felix to Chelsea as part of Gallagher deal. Huh? Was he not already at Chelsea? They want him again. Huh? Samu Omordion deal collapsing, and the two clubs don't want Gallagher and Julian Alvarez deals to collapse too. Joao Felix being discussed with Jorge Mendes. I have absolutely no idea what they're speaking about. And I will tell you one thing. I don't care. I read, but I don't care. But seriously, I don't care. They do what they want. We will see. If we play against them in Champions League, then I will get interested in them. Can we speak about football? My friend Ma. I'm curious to see how much they are. They are a lot. They are a lot there. I like these kind of thumbnails as well. What a beautiful thumbnail. Beautiful thumbnail. Breaking news, I really like. Bravo. Bravo, Ma. Fantastic. Beautiful. Oh, I will ask. Let me save that. I will copy him. I will ask to have this with my face, breaking news, a frame, and every time I can put in something. I will just copy him. But I need, of course, someone that is making me that frame, and I already know who. Colo or Neven. Both of them. You see? These are my two guys. Neven, Colo. Oh, the first one, he can do that. I agree. I take. Look. It's easy. My face. Breaking news. And then we have a frame here. We can do the other side. Beppe on the other side. We do Beppe here, Beppe here, and the frame here. So it's like we copy, but not too much. With a little... Whoa. Oh, the history is made of copies. History is made of copies. I like that. And we make a frame, PNG, where I always add a picture. It's just fantastic. No, oh. If you have Neven, I will change the color. If we have Neven or Colo, whoever, both of them that are taking care of that thumbnail, I can tell you that it's not from Wish. It's top quality. And no, because on the channel we only work with qualitative persons. I will send a message to Ma. I will tell him, Ma, I've stolen your beautiful thumbnail. No, but Ma is really good. He's really good in his thumbnails. Can we have some news? I need some news. Do you think that in the next 15 minutes we have a Costillon news? We have something, or it's too late now? Nothing will happen anymore this evening. Just quality. Chelsea's crazy, but I don't know. I don't care about these guys. They are crazy. Imagine Chelsea 1 and Chelsea 2 in the Premier League. Could be. No. Instead of breaking news, you should put attenzione. Ooh! Not bad. Pay attention. Because, attenzione, I believe the world knows what it means, no? So what are people saying? Will something happen or not? It's a slow weekend. Oh, if you're able to close Koopmeiners, it's not that slow, huh? Yes, something will happen. No, nothing will happen. In defense. Oh, but that's also a really good take from Salvatore. This is why Sterling came up, because there is no news. It's a really good take. Sometimes you hear these names that makes no sense, and they are coming. Why not just keep Rugani at this point for depth? Because I love Rugani. You know it. I want to anticipate that before. I love Rugani. It's a fantastic person. Really kind person. Also really good in terms of that rotational player. Always ready to give everything for Juve. I think he told me he also was a Juventino since ever. I don't want to say stupid things, but when I did a live with him, I think he said, yes, Beppe, I am a Juventino since ever. But anyway, you know why? Because you see, one of the problems that we have is that when the ball goes over our defenders, when we are here, because we are going higher, wait, let me erase here everything, okay? When we are really pressing high, because that's what we do a lot of time, we press super high, we press super high, we press super high, let's speak about reality, you always have these kind of things, okay? And we are quite high on the pitch, super packed here in the middle with Yildiz and Wea that are extremely high. But when the opponents are taking the ball, whatever, and they go with that kind of pass, when they go with that kind of pass here, the problem that we have at the moment is that Gatti and Bremer are not the fastest one. So you see that velocity here, and you see that they are tracking back like that. Danilo is not the fastest one here. Cambiaso, today I saw him doing a run that was really fast, but we don't have the fastest person on earth here, and we are always slow here. And Rugani is a great man marker. He's really strong in anticipation, but he's slow. But he's really slow. Rugani is slow, even slower than Gatti and Bremer. So what I would love to see is now a left foot center back that also has a bit of velocity. Otherwise we will or decide to start playing a few meters lower, but that means that the teams will go a bit higher, because we know that if you play here with your last man's, they are all offside. So what are they doing? Of course, they go all in the back. That's what they do. But to do so, you need to pay attention, because that ball can still go here. And if he goes there, and you have a fast 9, you are F up. Really. So one of the things that the coach can do when you have slower center backs is to ask them to play a bit lower. But playing a bit lower from a player that is here, they increase, they go higher on the pitch. And that can be possibly a problem. Because by having a player here, Danilo will track back. By having a player here, Cambiaso could pay attention here, but then you have... that's a consequence of having too much slow center backs. You're giving Como ideas, Beppe. I didn't see Como playing yet. Lacroix is fast. Let's see if he will be the player. Lacroix is left foot, I think. Yeah? Last year of contract. Wolfsburg is a right foot player. But yeah, Schill. I didn't hear any word on him. It was an idea we had here two days ago, but I didn't hear anything. I have missed, if you talk about passes, there is an increase. I think it was about 430. I will tell you the honest take, Steve. I didn't check any stats today because at a certain moment they were wrong. And also in the other games, I didn't really check at the stats of pass accuracy. I just checked one time on the average position. That's it. But I didn't check. I don't want to check. I will start, of course, checking from the game of Como. But I think, yeah, that we see, well, of course, you keep the ball much longer. You play in one touch. You see a lot of more of interaction with the player. You see that players, they don't want to keep necessarily the ball for too long. So, yeah, I see that there is, of course, much more passes, much more touches of balls. This is something that you can see with the eye. Chalobah. I don't know about, look, ideally they should take, but they don't need Chiesa. They don't need Chiesa. Otherwise, ideally would have been Chiesa there, and you give us a player. Yeah, but now apparently the requests are give me a left foot back. Is Savona fast as a center back? Yeah, but he needs to be in condition. He needs to be in condition. That's important. And at the moment, he's not in optimal physical condition. But it's also not the fastest one. Eh? Hey, I don't know about Chalobah. Trevorrow. Oh, he has double citizenship, guys. He has Freetown and England. So, England, we can take one. Huh? We can take one English player and we can take one Albanian player. This is the agreement they made. So, we could possibly. Even if it's true that now England, since the Brexit, they are considered also, not since, then they change and now it's considered as extracomunitario, but we have a slot for one English player and one Albanian player. If you take Chalobah, you can't take Sancho. That's true. No, my pleasure, Dolphin. But 3 lives. We started 1 hour, no, 30 minutes. We started 30 minutes before the watch along. We did the entire watch along, then we stopped 2 minutes, and we started again. I don't consider really 2 lives. Is it considered like 2 lives? It is 2 lives, huh? But I don't know. If I would take Sancho or Chalobah, I tell you the truth, Chelsea, I try to understand. I tell you honestly, I try to understand Chelsea last season, and I started to, when Mudryk was bought, because there was no football except of Premier League, and I started to watch a bit of Chelsea. I understood nothing. I tried again last season. I understand nothing. I don't know who are their players, where they are playing. Then they come with names that I never heard before. I don't know if it's youth academy or they just sign them. It's a mess, and I give up. So I can't give you a real honest opinion about Chalobah. I can't. It could be that he's a good player, but I can't because I didn't see enough of him consistently. I don't know. Abba is saying that he's a good player. Chelsea is very difficult to understand. All they do is spend money. It's true, Dottore.
If you want the truth, I tell you the truth.
Pulpo is saying, I remember Chalobah scoring against us. These kind of things I forgot. Because it's probably in the 4-0. I forgot that game. That game is not anymore in my memory. It's on a USB in case I need one day. But I extracted that one from my memory. That game never exists. Oh, Alessio, you're the goat. You know that my son, he went crazy. When he said, Mama, this guy's a genius. Because you know that my son loves music. Now he wants also to create his own music. He went crazy. He told me Beppe, or Papa, he doesn't call me Beppe. He said, this guy is genius. Not that he did a masterpiece that has never been written. It's not Pink Floyd. But doing that in so short time, not one but two musics, it means that you know every, I don't know, he told me the words there. He told me he knows everything by perfection. He knows how to make it. He knows the music, how he needs to combine, and he goes quick. This is a genius level. Two versions. We didn't even listen to the version 2 today. The version of Colo. Colo loves this version.
MERCATO is crazy tonight. MERCATO is crazy tonight. La 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 la. MERCATO is crazy tonight. La 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 la. MERCATO is crazy. MERCATO is crazy tonight. La 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 la. MERCATO is crazy.
And in the meanwhile, when we just spoke about Mercato is Crazy, the epic version, we have news from Alfredo Pedula on Daniele Rugani. Daniele Rugani has totally accepted the offer from Ajax, but since 3 or 4 days, it's not anymore only from his will. There are total agreements, and we could proceed even to the change of document that would make Farioli, the coach of Ajax, extremely satisfied. But Ajax needs to do a sale that is not a loan to keep the internal balance, financial balance. In the meanwhile, there is an offer from the Emirate Arab that is starting to be really concrete, but it's a starting one. It's one that is starting to happen, but could become a serious one if Ajax doesn't unlock. Now, it depends only from the Dutch club. I would love, I tell you the truth, if Rugani leaves, I already said it here on the channel, if Rugani leaves, I go to the Amsterdam Arena and I go to watch a game of Rugani. If he goes to Amsterdam, of course. I will watch a game of Rugani in the Ajax color. And it could be that I buy an Ajax shirt with his number. You see, something is happening, yeah. But again, Ajax, a lot of financial troubles, a lot of management troubles, and that makes actually that now they can't go because they need to sell, and not to loan out a player, but to sell a player. Michael is saying, come, Beppe. I would love to come back to Amsterdam. It's a long time ago. Oh, then you fix the ticket, Michael. Huh? Because I always have a problem I need to go on the site, make a subscription to the... I mean, it's a disaster. I will probably ask to Rugani. If he goes to Ajax, I will ask him, invite me. Invite me to the stadium, in the VIP lounge. I went to Amsterdam to watch the Netherlands against Italy years ago, long time ago. But I was there. It's a nice stadium, huh? But it's really strange because the stadium is big and so on, but looks like the voice, the sound of the stadium doesn't stay in. Looks like it's flying away. So it's a pity because it's back then it was still one of the new beautiful stadium. They have also a roof. But the atmosphere is like flying away. It's not keeping inside. Strange. We go watch Rugani together, Michael. He changed recently to go to Ramadan, yeah? Yeah. No, but it's not only because of that. It's because, and it's also correct, at a certain moment he would love, and I think it's correct, to play in a team that is not considered a next gen. Because yes, it's true they are playing third division, but I think he has seriously the level to play in a Serie B with team Palermo that has a bit of ambition. I don't know if they want immediately to go and to try to promote, but they want to do well in second division, and Haza could be there, one of the starters. And Juventus, they can't promise him stay at Juve because we want to give you opportunity in first team, because probably he's missing that thing that will make from him a permanent first player. Here in the chat now it's midnight 30 and the people, they went totally I see the discussions here. We mentioned Amsterdam, Rugani Stadium. No, the people are speaking about something totally different. Beppe, is Palermo City Group scary for years in the future? Girona finished third. Girona, out of nowhere, they finished third. So, yeah. And it's also funny because normally they would not be allowed to participate in Champions League because Manchester City is also in Champions League. But they are changing the rules. Because if they can't participate, then you know that the investment will not be that big. From the moment that they have green light, that Palermo, Girona, Troyes, etc., they can all participate, then of course they will divide. Of course, the mother club is City, but then they will invest maybe a bit more, because if Girona, Palermo, Troyes, they go all in Champions League, well, you have major entries. Of course, they will not making the new city, but yeah, it's more scary now than it was 6 months ago when they couldn't. Because if they can't, it's like a next-gen academy plus. Because Girona is one that is forming your players in first division, playing against Real Madrid, Barcelona, Palermo in Serie A, playing against Juve, etc. in the future. But you don't invest that much because you can't. Even if they qualify to Champions League, you know that they will play Europa League. But then, if you have Palermo and Girona in Europa League, one of them will go in Conference League. So you don't invest that much. You have like clusters, cluster A, cluster B, cluster C. Now that everything is allowed for them, then everything is allowed. It's strange, that these rich clubs, Premier League, there are rules, and in a way they found rule. They find a way to. But Chelsea was on Sporting. There is a other level, but Textor, that is Crystal Palace, Botafogo, RWDM, Lyon. So you have more and more of these clubs because they know that if they can loan out their players in first team that are playing in first division and then take them when they are ready, it's convenient. What Juventus is doing with next gen, well, they are doing it in other countries. What Napoli was doing with Barri, Savio. Yeah. Botafogo, Crystal Palace, RWDM, Lyon. It's the same. It's Textor Group. Yeah. Ciao Beppe. Do you think Juve has enough quality to fight for the Scudetto? Not today. Ah, ciao Davide. Davide. Let's see. Oh, Davide Cino. It's really funny because I go to watch a game of RWDM and the guy is sitting next to me. I go to watch a game of Anderlecht and the guy is there in the stadium as well watching the same game as me. We went together to the Allianz Stadium with Davide. It was a really funny story, guys. December, I think it was December 2019, I believe. We went with 7 or 8 people with a kind of small bus, camionette, I don't know how you, a small van for 6 persons. One day I will tell you that story. It was crazy. Blocked by the police and so on. One day I will explain you that story that is just epic and fantastic. Fantastic story. We didn't sleep, up watching the game and back immediately. Imagine you go to Torino, you go to the stadium, you watch the game, you take it back, and you go back to Belgium. It was crazy. I did some crazy thing, against Udinese. Bravo, Davide. Maybe I have the pictures. It was the year with the white T-shirt, the one of De Ligt, white T-shirt and written in red. It was fantastic. I have the pictures. It was December 19, if I'm not wrong, before COVID, or was it after COVID? No, it was before. December 2019. Let me check. Bravo. I have it. Look, guys, look at that was the van. We were like really terrorists there. Look at the van. That's in the van, huh? In the van. Fantastic, guys. Look, ready to go to the Allianz Stadium. Fantastic. This is the van, by the way. This is the van. We went with the van. Fantastic. Beautiful trip. And then you have the picture of us in front of the stadium, all with the same T-shirts. Oh, wait, all with the same T-shirts. Fantastic. I'm tired, guys. Now, I did how much hours of live I did today? A lot, huh? Too much hours of live. 2 hours, 3 hours, 5. I think we are at 5 or 6. Tired. Let me do a double check here. Oh, what is happening? We started at 31, huh? We are at 50, that means 19. If we have one more, I'm not saying no. So that we round up with 20 new Juventini. If there is someone that is still hesitant, it's the moment now to subscribe to GJustjuve. One more so that we round up. Even if 550 is not bad, huh? Oh, and then we close. I think I will take a shower immediately. Doctor is saying take some rest. Tomorrow I go to football. Tomorrow I start the season with the kids. Salvatore. 52k end of the season. That's a lot, huh? That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. 52k is a lot. Bastardo. Joseph. I like the name Joseph. Joseph is right. Buonanotte a tutti. Good evening to everyone. With that news of Rugani, we stop the live. And we see each other tomorrow. Thank you, Steve, for the book. What, tomorrow 34? It's your birthday tomorrow. What, tomorrow 34? What does that mean, tomorrow 34? Degrees? Putain. No. Hello, guys, you don't believe me, I'm sweating. You don't see it here, but seriously, guys. I'm sweating. Look at the back. I'm sure. Basta. It's too warm. Stop the warm. Give me the winter. Bah. Ciao Juventini of the world. Grazie, forza. Ciao.